What up, Herd? Welcome to another episode of Cover Lovers, where we talk about this week's incentives as well as store exclusives that were just announced. And with us, as always, we have Mike and Dale. Mike, Dale, how are you guys doing?
We're good.
We're good, yeah. That was fun. Is that a new show?
It's a new show.
And you're on it.
And you're on it right now.
Yeah, I want to see.
He goes, I'm out.
He's got to go show something off.
So how are things going? There's no school. It's kind of a free for all, right?
I'm still in school, so I have to go tomorrow. My wife is off for the whole week. Damn her.
Nice.
We went today and we go tomorrow, but then we're off for the rest of the week. So it's nice that we get off early. We get out earlier in the summer. So
Okay.
So that's not bad though. I mean, I just tie up some loose ends this week, and then it's 2 easy days. It's nothing crazy.
Nice.
But
That's what I like to hear.
There's a lot of good stuff in the pipeline. Looking forward to talking to you guys about it tonight. Yes.
All right.
And pardon my voice is a little scratchy. I've been battling the end of this cold for seemingly a month. Yeah. Okay. So I'm not alone. Okay. Good. I may even have to go get mine because.
Sir, we're all in the same boat.
Oh, okay. All right.
New car.
It's rough, man.
Yep.
Hey, look.
2 new cars.
Whoa, new cars?
Ooh, that's a big one.
Get the trailer one. What else you
Oh
got?
my gosh, that is
else you
great.
These cars.
Mondo mail call. Mondo dad call.
That's
Yep,
cool.
Oh, look at
Oh
this.
my god. I
Ooh,
love
that
it.
one's
I love
shiny.
I thought that was Andrew and my dad. Andrew and dad bought it for me.
Oh, well, that's nice of him.
I know.
What's that one?
Um,
We're on a tight schedule here. Come on.
let's
I'm just
change
joking. I'm just
scale.
joking. We're clearly not on a
Let's
tight
change
schedule.
our
We aren't.
No,
Change the scale.
that's Cadillac. Yeah.
Yeah, catwalk.
Yeah.
I was
Cadillac.
like, yeah.
Of course.
Duh.
I know.
Oh, that's a good one. That's your Corvette. That's a red line. That's a real one.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
he got that for me.
Nah, I got that one for you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Begrudgingly, I almost kept that one for myself.
Way to go, Dad. Way to sacrifice for your
I
child.
gave it to him.
I know, hey, way to sacrifice for your child. I love it.
What's this one?
That's a Corvette.
Corvette.
Very cute. Very cute.
You know who makes Corvettes?
Yeah.
Chevy.
Yes, they're Camaros because they make
Wow.
There you go.
Oh.
Yep, that's right.
They call Chargers.
That's Dodge. Dodge makes Chargers.
Yeah, because they go
And what's that one? What do you got?
must.
Oh my gosh, that is a Capri. I don't know why you have that. Put that down.
Capri.
We all thought they were cool once.
Yeah, what's
We were
this?
all wrong.
What's this?
All of us. That's a Porsche. That's a 911 Carrera.
Oh,
Very cool.
Camaro.
Porsche. No.
Porsche.
Yeah, Porsche.
Yeah.
Not made by Chevy. Decidedly not made by Chevy.
thank God.
Thank goodness.
Yes, thank
Look at
goodness.
this one.
And you got the ambulance so that when everyone speeds and gets hurt, we can take them all to the hospital.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. I hope,
When
you
they
know,
fall
Dale,
off
I
the
hope
loop.
you asked Dad for a hospital play set.
We have the
Mm.
airport. We have the airport place.
Okay.
So it's a good haul, buddy. That's a really good haul.
I know. So do we have any other car collectors out there besides Dale, like in the chat? You know, I mean, just somebody to give him a run for his money, because like I don't have any of these little nice cars.
He's
kinda
got
wish
to
I
have.
did.
He must have like 1,000 of them at this point. They're
Well,
a buck.
Grayson has a bunch of them. I do not.
They're $1. Like, it's so hard not to buy them for him. He wants them. But if I did the math on how many I bought and how much it's cost, what I could have bought instead is kind of upsetting. But whatever.
So Deo, just so you know, Anthony, aka CRG, said you should ask Dad for a Lambo.
Lambo. You have a Lambo.
Oh, okay, you need a Ferrari then.
And,
Oh, he's
then
got multiple
Trish
Ferraris.
said that her husband collects Hot Wheels.
That is not a Lambo. I don't know what. That's like a hot rodded Volkswagen Beetle or something. I don't know what that thing is supposed to be. I don't know.
Yep.
It's crazy too.
And Trish's husband collected cars too, man. Look at that.
Loads of cars.
I have an original red line Mustang from 60, whatever.
Well, there it is. What about a McLaren?
No, he does not have a McLaren.
Well, I think you should get him one.
All right, I guess you need a McLaren.
All right, but So just so we don't get
Too sidetracked.
Mike into trouble, Jeff, how are things going?
It's good. I'm surviving. It is kind of sucks because I'm sick during the week of Thanksgiving and I don't get my turkey. So
You know what? Just Uber Eats, DoorDash, just get some turkey.
you know how expensive that is on Thanksgiving Day.
Have some friends just drop off like a turkey leg for you. Like just
Yeah,
knock on your door and like
in
run.
hazmat suits.
That's right.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, the benefit was I tried to go to work today and they were like, maybe you should go back home.
Nice.
So I went back home and I'll be working from home today and tomorrow. So
There you
that'll
go.
be nice. But yeah, I'm looking forward to all of this. I haven't I don't even remember if I was on the show last week. That's how sick I've been.
Oh, happy birthday, Mr. Forstner. Look
Yes,
at that.
happy birthday.
Yes.
I hope he recovers.
Yes. Oh.
Trish, it was great having a convo with you last night. Thanks for hanging with me a little bit. It was fun.
Awesome.
Very nice. And well, I think we should just dive right in, just really quickly. As always, just a quick shout out to the Team Nerd Herd moderators, Uncle Rudy, Something Wong, Deanna Man, Glenn 2K12. Thank you guys for everything. And then a quick shout out to our DJ, Eddie at Beats by Monster. Again, thanks for giving us these luscious beats. And as always, quick shout out to the chat. We got GTK Comic, Copy 801, and Copy. Seriously, let's see what crap we have tonight. You will see some, and guess what?
Can't all be shirtless Adam Hughes variants. Copy. I
No,
saw
no.
you in the comments.
I am super curious. He showed off a storage unit of comic book boxes. Didn't see comic books in them. Boxes, a lot of them. And I wonder how he's able to buy all these books that he hates covers for.
I know, and he's a
'Cause
DC
He
collector.
doesn't seem to
and
like covers.
these incentives are, these poor incentives are coming from DC a lot. So I don't know. And then Trish, as always, thank you very much for everything. And then, of course, Anthony, what is going on, CRG? All right. And looks like we are all caught up with everything. So let's just get her started. Why not? Here we go. And again, these are the incentives that we're covering for this coming Wednesday. So here we go. Our first up is Detective Comics 1066. We have a 1 in 25 by Colleen Duran and a 1 in 50 by J.H. Williams III. All right, guys. Mr. Snoopy, Mr. Dad, what are your thoughts on this one? Which one would you choose?
So I would definitely choose the J.H. Williams. Definitely. I chose, spoiler alert, not that anyone really cares or reads my article. Anyway, the color version, which is the regular B cover of that J.H. Williams, is my winner for Cover Fire this week. I think it's a fantastic cover. It's got great depth and detail, super line work. I'm really happy to see it as a sketch, actually. It was funny. I was scrolling through the list and I saw it and I instantly had it, saved and everything. And I'm like, man, I would love to see that as a sketch. And of course I scroll down just a little bit further and sure enough, there it is as a sketch. So I was happy to see all the pencils and inks and stuff. It's really cool. I don't know. There's just something about it. It's creepy. It fits detective really well. I don't hate the Duran.
What? Really?
What?
You don't like how the wings are just up flying, even though he's lying down?
No, I mean, I don't hate the artistry of it. I mean, it doesn't do it it wouldn't be a cover I would buy. It's the same problem that I had with, was it her cover or was it somebody else? There was a cover that looked kind of like this on Detective recently that I didn't love either, but I can't remember who the artist was. I don't think it was her. I think it was somebody else, and it had kind of a similar weird feel to it. But I don't know. I think it's trying to be something else. It's trying to be, I can't remember the artist. Maybe Trish can help me with this, but this feels like a classic artist, like a non-comic artist that I can't place off the top of my head. Maybe she can help me with that one. But and I think that's what it's trying to be. And it doesn't seem to really get there. Whereas the J.H. Williams does it for me. I really like that cover a lot.
Okay.
Now, for my money, of course, $6 for the B cover cardstock is the way to go. I like the color one a little better anyway, but I'm really happy to see the line work. It's really, really intricate, good, deep stuff with great shadow and light.
Okay. What about you, Jeff?
I have to wholeheartedly agree. But I and actually no, I agree completely because I do like the Duran as well. Actually, it's not bad. And the reason why it gives me mythology callback. It gives me like Homer Iliad kind of callback. It feels like these are the three sirens or something like that are holding Batman or saving him. So it feels like that whole Greek kind of style, I guess, to me, in this depiction. So I'm not upset at it. It's not like remarkable art, line work, and everything like that. But I get what she was going for, and I can appreciate it.
Okay.
The J.H. Williams does win hands down. Absolutely, the line works. On those faces, on those masks. That I love all of that. It looks so awesome to me. Again, another Greek style kind of thing going, right? With the play, so I think it's almost a theme.
I think you might be right. I mean, it could be. I'm getting it now because I mean, at first I thought, that Colleen one is just kind of weird looking with the wings, kind of just staying there, even though he's lying, and you have Batgirl looking like the Little Mermaid, on that one stone, right? And she looks like the Little Mermaid. She's like, oh, I want to be where the people are.
Who's the Greek character who had wings and it was melted when he went to the sun?
Icarus.
Yeah,
it could be him. I mean, I'm starting now to put things, since you mentioned all of this Greek mythology, I'm starting to get that vibe as well. So thank you for that. But again, for me, that Colin Duran, it's just by far JH. Yeah. All right, Dale, which one would you choose, Dale? Which one looks nicer?
Muted. He's muted.
Dale likes the Duran.
Oh, you do?
You like the Duran, huh?
Is it the colors?
Yeah.
It's the color. Is it the colors?
Yeah.
Well, how about if I showed you that one in color? Would you like that better?
No. I don't think he likes the scary face Batman.
Okay, no scary face Batman.
All right. So Colleen is kid approved. I mean, that's good. Hey, art is subjective. This is perfect.
It is.
All right. And speaking of, we got a lot of Perillo for Mr. Murillo. Oh, you like that? You like that?
That one better.
Okay. So we're gonna get Mr. Morello and also Deo's opinion on this one. So we have Red Sonja, and it's a limited version variant, as well as a Vampirilla limited version variant. So, Mike, Deo, which one would you choose and why?
You like the Vampirella one better? Why do you like that one better?
Because I do. I just don't like that.
Because he's just like Daddy.
Just because you do?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, he's picking the Vampirella over the Red Sonja, which is upsetting. But that's okay. I like them both for the same reason, and I dislike them both for the same reason. I don't like either face. And Perillo is like this for me, right? I mean, I love 90% of his work. And the 10% that I don't love is usually because I don't like the face for some reason. I prefer the Vampirella face over the Red Sonja face. And I like the overall composition of it better anyway. I like that cool eclipse thing happening in the background. Although the detail in those creepy faces on the Red Sonja are incredible.
Yes.
There's also similar cool, creepy detail on the Vampirilla in those vines that are down below her. So, it's hard to choose one over the other, but I think from an overall aesthetic, I think the Vampy is a better cover. I really love that eclipse thing. I don't know that I remember anybody doing an eclipse like that ever, to be honest. And
really, on a Vampirilla cover?
On any cover like that. Not like this, anyway. I'm sure there's been eclipses somewhere along the line, but again, there's something a little asymmetrical about the Vampirilla face that's bothering me just a little bit, but otherwise, it's a gorgeous cover. I really do like the cover.
Nice.
Stop. That's
Like
super
he's ready. He's like, no one mess with Vampirilla. Look at that. All right. What about you, Jeff?
I kind of what catches my eye first is obviously the detail worked on the Sonya, the Red Sonya. I really like you said, the background is really freaky, but in a really like he gets it across, right?
Yeah.
Like it's pretty strange. But just for some reason, the one on the right catches my eye more. Maybe it's just the color palette with the background and the moon and the eclipse. So I just that's my just my choice, I guess, my preference. They're both not bad in a sense. You're right. This is probably not his best works, but at least I can see it clearer. A lot of his other work is a little muddled sometimes. It gets kind of like he starts to brush everything together and meld it sometimes, so it kind of gets a little muddled for me sometimes on Perillos. But I really love this one on the right, though. You're right, the whole eclipse thing gets me. I'm also a sucker for heroes, so
Nice.
Save the cheerleader, save the world.
That's right. That's right. So I actually, okay. So for one, I just want you guys to know this is how I want my Red Sonya. Like I want my Red Sonya thick, like kind of muscly. Because I mean she is like a warrior. She's a warrior, right? I mean she's there to kick butt and take names. And I think this depiction of her is amazing. And again, I cannot emphasize it enough, but you guys are absolutely right regarding that background. That background on that Sonya is amazing. I love how they kind of meld these two creations or two faces together and it kind of like becoming one. It's like a metamorphosis almost. I mean, it's perfect. But yeah, the favorite is the Vampirilla. Like even that Vampirilla, I mean, it's sexy, but it's like, it's like I don't, but it's, we
it's
talk
not
about
overt. It's not overt like other covers are.
Yeah, it's not in your face.
No.
So I dig it. I mean, it's just like everything, the composition of the body. And you know what? I love Vampirilla's face. I totally dig it. I mean, I'm like, dude, I love it. Her face kind of reminds me of Courtney Cox. I'm serious. I mean, it looks kind of like Courtney Cox, like, in her younger years.
I guess so, yeah.
I'm digging it. So I'm with you guys. Vampirilla, Dale, good pick. All right, let's move on to the next one. Here we go. Steve Beach, 1 in 25, DC versus Vampires, number 11. All right. I'm gonna wait for you, Mike. Jeff, what are your thoughts?
I kind of dig it for what it is. I don't. That is a freaky take on Plastic Man. Wow, because Plastic Man is based on like body horror, right? Like,
yep.
And they just took it to the nth level here. I'm not mad at, like, I'm actually never really mad at the DC versus Vampires 1 in 25s. They're actually pretty decent for the most part. Yeah, I mean, trust me, I'm passing too. This doesn't belong in my collection. This is not how my collection goes. But it is a pretty awesome depiction of Plastic Man as a vampire and the way he would do it with his powers. So I'm digging it, honestly.
Okay. And then also too, thanks for that. And Mike, I can see that Dale brought you a sheet to kind of cover your face because this cover is scary.
It is scary. And you know what? I really like it. And the reason why I really like it, and I'm trying to figure out, I can never remember who did it. It was Quality, I think. The original Quality line from, or Quality run in the Golden Age run for Plastic Man. There's some borderline pre-code horror covers in that line. Like in the 30s, I want to say like 33, 34, 35 in there.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I love those covers. And this reminds me of those. And I've always been surprised that DC hasn't gone in this direction with this character a few other times. It's kind of cool to see it. I'm a little over the red, black, and white cover thing in general. Marvel seems to have crushed that for me in a
Yeah.
bad way. Killed it, like crushed it, crushed it. So now
Why
that
is it called
here's
plastic?
DC, well, that's what Plastic Man has. That's what he wears. I don't know. It's a good question. We should ask him when we see him. Okay.
No.
No, we don't want to see him. No. Okay.
Not this Plastic Man.
Not this Plastic Man. This is Vampire Plastic or Zombie Plastic Man.
We don't want that.
No, we don't want that. No, we don't want that
No.
guy. We definitely don't want that guy. But yeah, I like this, and again, I'd like to see more darker Plastic Man stuff that sort of goes back to what the quality run used to look like. This is cool.
Right.
This is cool. Not sure I'd pay $125 prices for it. It feels like a really good B cover to me. But yeah, it's a cool cover. I like it. It's
All right,
different.
Dale, thumbs up, thumbs down. Do you like this cover?
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Oh, we got a mixed household. Got a mixed household.
because it's scary. Yeah, it's because it's scary. Okay, no scary covers.
It is. All right. So this will be the last scary cover. Here we go. What about this one right here by Mario Fucelli? And it's for Action Comics number 1 or 1049. And it's a 1 in 25. So yeah, what do you guys think?
It's scary because it's bad.
That's right.
I like it.
Of course you do.
Yeah, I like football.
Because it's fun, right? It's colorful.
Awesome.
So Dale, do you think you could draw this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
That's classic. You probably could, buddy.
That's right.
But you know what that tells everybody else? If you can draw it, probably not a great cover.
Aw.
Not scary.
Not that you can't, but you're 3.
You don't like that. I like it.
Eventually, you'll be able to.
Oh, you're gonna be.
I just don't get it. Like I don't understand why. Maybe I need to be reading at. Well, actually, this proves if this has anything to do with the story, this proves that I should not be reading Action. But this just looks silly to me. I don't know. There's nothing about this that screams incentive. This is barely a cover I would look twice at.
Look at that. Even Trish is like, I'm messing around with some blank covers now. I'm trying to figure out the action on this cover.
Yeah, I don't get it either. It doesn't. None of it makes any sense to me.
Yep.
It's just silly. I don't know. Yeah, all the things. Like if DC's trying to get me to want to read Action by using this cover, they have failed even more miserably than they did before.
Yep. I mean, even Sam I Am is doing the same thing. He says, I like the idea, but not the execution.
Mm-mm.
All right, Jeff.
This is like a panel. And it's not even a panel worth putting on the cover.
That's one thing.
That's small. The only thing that gets me is the Smallville thing, and it's just because I'm a sucker for Smallville, but
Yeah.
I still wouldn't. This is not even close to like something I would consider getting. I would, if I saw this in the incentive bin and didn't see it here, I would you guys put a B cover in the incentive, because that's how bad I would have thought it was.
The sad part is that the 90s the 90s throwback cover is the best cover for this book this week.
Wow.
That's not saying much.
Yeah,
Oh, that 90s goodness.
that's right.
Yeah, and then the perspective and everything like that. And like you have 3 people on one team and 1 person on another team. Where's the rest of the teams? Because I can see the whole field.
That's right. That's right.
So yeah, it's just silly. No,
All right.
thank
So
you.
here's the thing, right? This is very Liefeld-esque. Let me look at the feet, the face.
Oh gosh.
You have ex or former President Bill Clinton as a referee.
No.
You know, I mean, it's that football looks
Oh
weird.
my gosh.
I mean, this thing is just it's a mess. It's a mess from soup to nuts. This is horrible.
Is Mary Jane in the background? They got her in the wrong book.
Probably. I mean, you know, it just looks just bad.
I just wonder what Copy thinks.
Well, you know what? Copy's a DC guy. He's loving it. He's loving it. He's taking this home with him. All right, guys. What about this one right here? Another Perillo, for Murillo. It's a 1 in 15. This is for Alien. But let's hold off on Mike and Dale for a minute there. Jeff, what are your thoughts on this one?
I like it. I'm kind of in between right now if I like her or not. And there's something seems slightly off, but I do like she kind of feels like it feels like it's in like an anime, like that glow, that hue around her. But I mean, I'm not mad at it. The alien, I mean, looks freaking awesome. That's a lot of detail. So yeah, I mean, I'm digging it overall. The details are pretty awesome, and this is not we call it as dark as he usually does some of his. Yeah, the alien is great on this.
Yeah. All right, Murillo.
This feels
Dale.
very. Dale already didn't like it. He's scared of it, so he walked away.
Okay. Well,
All right, it's all right.
This reminds me a lot of the old Dark Horse run. There was a lot of artists, Dorman and why can I never remember his name? He did a bunch of heavy metal covers. Super Bisley. And those guys did a bunch of covers for Alien that were all fully painted like this, and I loved them. That was the stuff I grew up really liking, and this feels a lot like that to me. So I have a big like soft spot in my heart for this kind of art on an Alien book. I'm almost wondering why we hadn't gotten Perillo before on this book, because he's perfect for it. So I really love it. Dale, not now. Please excuse me for just a moment.
No worries.
Hey, give us your thoughts, Alonzo.
All right. So I'm with all of you guys. I mean, the girl just the woman looks weird on here. It's like her neck is really elongated. And the thing is with Alien right now, these are all what do they call them? Synthezoids or synthetics. So they're actually on like the alien planet that this aliens just kind of took over. And the synthetics are there to retrieve some important information.
Well,
so they're the ones that are so they're the ones battling the alien. And the whole thing with this whole alien mythology has to do with the aliens normally ignore the synthetics. But in this one, they're not ignoring them anymore. So something's going on. You're getting aliens that are can think on their own. They're more clever.
Oh, they're adapting.
Yes. So it's an interesting read. I would definitely pick it up. But the alien looks amazing. To echo your point, Jeff. I mean, there's so much detail on it. But yeah, the lady for me, it's just I feel like it's a mess.
Just slightly.
Like the necks bother me a lot. And again, it looks like the positioning also is a little off. But other than that, I mean, if you just gave me that alien cover with just the alien on it, I'd be like, done. Take my money. I mean, this is great.
I kind of want her to be firing into his mouth.
Right? Or some like
cool
acid dripping on top of her.
Both of those things together would have been fantastic, actually, I think.
Okay.
But I do like the art aesthetic on this book is correct. Yeah, there's some tweaks that he probably should have done. But you know.
Yep. It happens. What are you gonna do?
When I think of it this way, when I think of everyone like, okay, well, Peach does too many covers every month, and I'm sitting there thinking, did you count the Perillo covers this month?
Yeah.
And the dude paints every single one of them. Like, go back and do a count. I bet you they're pretty close to being similar in number.
And then add the store exclusives that he does too.
Exactly. And then tell me that we're talking about the same caliber here. I don't know. That's tough. So this is still pretty. This is pretty incredible for a guy who churns out 3, 4, 5 covers a week.
Pretty much. All right.
Yeah, you're right. There's definitely some half-assedness going on with the girl. But the time was clearly spent on the xenomorph.
And that's probably the more important part of it anyways.
Yeah.
Damn right. Oh, here we go. And then Vinny was just like, yeah, well, you know what? She would be effed if she shot the gun because acid to the face. So
either which way.
Cool, but she would be dead, Mike. She would be dead.
But it would be a cool cover. It would be worth it.
Yes.
All right. Moving on to the next one. We had an awesome Alex Maleev last week, so you're going to have to let me know how this one compares. This is for the Amazing Spider-Man, and it is a 1 in 25. So what do you guys think? I know we liked the Malieve last week. So Mike, what are your thoughts on this one?
This is obviously the other side of Malieve, right? Stylistically, this is the sort of more subtle, kind of muted palette sort of feel that we get a lot from him, which I also like. And it works really well for this book. There's some really cool detail going on. I love the gargoyle, although that trope's been done to death on all kinds of covers. I'm having a problem with the design of Spidey with his eyes so big, though. Seems a little off-putting to me. Oh my God, that reminds me of something. Have you guys seen the Jennifer Lawrence thing on the Between Two Ferns, where?
Oh, with Zach Efron?
Yeah, and she goes something about like she says something to him, something bad, like you're on an all-you-can-eat diet or something like that, and he goes, "You shouldn't say things like that. That's very off-putting." She goes, "You should be off-putting."
Yes, that's right.
Yep.
I love that.
As an FYI, so Anthony
still makes me
Anthony
laugh.
just mentioned. So it's Chasm.
Yeah,
so it's Ben
guy.
Reilly.
Yeah,
it's Ben Reilly like
that's
gone loco.
Right. I forgot they did that with this series. I don't read
Ben Reilly. What?
They gone crazy.
Oh,
I forgot about that. Okay, yeah. Well, that does change things a little bit. So that's good differentiation, and there's sort of a creepy quality to it. I'm sorry, guys. I don't read everything. It's impossible to read everything. So, and Spider-Man gets rebooted every 15 minutes. So, it's really hard. It's really hard to keep track of what's going on.
There you go, Mike. Apollo's like, none of us read current Spider-Man, baby.
Okay, thank God. Okay, I don't feel so bad. Like I feel like as a comic book guy, I'm just supposed to read Spider-Man, but it's really hard to do. So I generally don't. So no, I didn't know what was going on here. But the overall look of the cover is actually really good. And this is more what I think of when I think of Malieve. Although I like his other style, his more heavily sort of acrylic. I think that was acrylic last week. I don't know what that was. Maybe oil even. I prefer that style from him, but we see it a lot less frequently. So
Okay.
This is cool. It does feel like an incentive. I don't know that I would pay full ratio for it, but I might toss $10 or $15 at it.
Okay. What about you, Jeff?
I don't think you'd be too far off on the price, but it depends on what's on the guts, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the beginning of the Tark Web.
You could be right.
I think it is, but I do. What up? I do like this whole fantasy thing he got going here with this chasm. I think he's actually Malieve. A lot of his work, I would think, goes really well with fantasy. So I really like this. Is it really great? Like stands out? Nah, not really. Like I can't. It's not I can't miss. But it's a pretty decent cover. Better than some of the last few incentives for ASM. So I like it. I like the details.
At least he hid that awful dark web trade dress in the gargoyle. Thank God.
Yes.
True.
And I'm good with all of there's nothing really wrong with it. Just I might be missing something in the background, or I don't really like the color palette of the background. So that's it.
Okay.
Just because it's very similar to his shading, just his shading is muted.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next. What about this one right here by Carrie Andrews? 1 in 25 for Yoda, #1. So I just want to make it perfectly clear. I get Kenner OG Star Wars vibes from it because he's, the snake that used to come with the toy, like wrapped around his neck, and he's wearing his Jedi robe. So I'm digging this cover. But let's hear from the experts. Mike, what are your thoughts on Yoda, #1?
I absolutely love this cover. I love Carrie Andrews' work. I haven't loved some of his recent covers. I really do like this one a lot. I like the light coming through his little wispy hair. I love the orange snake. Again, Kenner fans, you'll appreciate that. The orange snake. There should have been a brown snake variant too. I love the perspective of it. I think he really nails the lighting, the look on the face. At first, I wasn't really sure that he got it, but he's got this super serious He got the super serious look down, which I really like, sort of that look that we get in Attack of the Clones, rather than sort of silly Empire Strikes Back Yoda. So I don't know where this falls. I already have this sitting in my box, so I'm super happy about that. I will say there's one issue I have with the book. So obviously I had it in my hand in person today. In real life, this is a much darker cover, sadly. I don't know why they did that to it. If it had existed like we're seeing it here, it would have been a near perfect cover, but they darkened it a little too much. And that was disappointing when I saw it in my hand today. Not enough to not want me to buy it, but I love Andrew's work. I love his detail, and I think this is a really great example. This screams incentive. This definitely looks and feels like an incentive cover, and I think worth every penny of $25. I think people are going to go crazy for this tomorrow.
Just really quickly, Apollo's like, this needs a new trade dress, and yes, you're right, baby.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that.
I agree. Yep. Yeah, that's a bad choice there, but
yep. And L's the same way. Not a fan of that trade dress. God, Marvel, jeez.
Yeah, I agree with just about everything you both said. The fact that it's really funny to me because I only think this. He just made him look like an old Chinese man. Right? They shrink and they got white hair out the ears. Yeah. But you're right. The lighting, everything is perfect on it. I am now curious what you just said. Now I want to see it in person because that would make a difference to me if it was a lot darker. I like it like this. This really stands out.
I'll go get it.
Okay. I like the shine on his nails, like all the details on his face, the hair, all the placement. It is, near perfect, I would think. There's a lot of I'm gonna be that, and that's me if I live 40 more years. I'll be shrinking down. I'm already shrinking. I used to be over 5'10". But yeah, I mean, it's actually one of the best Yoda covers I've seen lately. There's been some pretty bad ones recently.
Yeah.
I will.
So this is, God, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, everything's perfect.
There you go, Jeff.
He's a Mogwai. Hello. He's just a hairless Mogwai.
There you go. And then Trish digs it. She's like, she kind of agrees with you, Jeff, that it's like one of the better ones that we've seen. But then she's like, well, can he breathe in space?
Well, I mean, technically, Leia made it through space. And I don't think she was as strong as Yoda.
No. What do you got there, Mike?
Oh, no, that's the one?
Oh, you have it?
Oh my God, it is darker.
Oh man, yeah, it is.
All the
really
details
dark.
are gone from the middle and the bottom. Oh, it's hiding a lot of the details.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that's disappointing. That is. That's the publisher's choice. That wasn't the artist's choice.
Agreed. And that's not just what Vinny was saying. This is not just a slightly darker version than
not
digital. They chose to do this. They did that on purpose.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's you know what it feels like? It's like what they did on House of the Dragon, where they shot it in the day and they darkened the hell out of that scene.
Yep.
It just looks terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm disappointed now.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Trish wants to know how's the paper stock there, Mike?
That's a good question. Actually, I remember these being a little nicer today, believe it or not.
Okay.
Very cool.
He is going to feel the paper. There you go.
Please take your time, sir.
Yeah, it's definitely a thicker. Yeah, we have a pretty nice thick cover on this.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
very good.
Okay. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy about that finally.
Cool. All right, let's move on to the next one. Another Star Wars incentive, and this one is also a 1 in 50 by Jim Chuang. Mike, what are your thoughts on these mercenaries or bounty hunters? What are your thoughts on these bounty hunters?
Sorry, let me just blow this up because I have not seen this cover yet.
Okay.
So I really like the overall cover. I have some little tiny issues as a super duper Star Wars fan with some of the actual depictions of the characters. There's like a lot of little things wrong with them, but overall the cover, if I'm taking my Star Warsness out of it and just looking at the cover as a unit, I do like it. It feels a lot like the covers that the Galaxy's Edge book had, especially the ones that you got at Disney. Kind of had this feel to them with sort of that like long corridor in the back that was lit that way, and sort of the way the light's hitting all these guys. I'm also a huge sucker for Bosk. I love Bosk covers. This one's okay for Bosk. It's actually trying to use Dengar really as the sort of forefront, who's probably the worst design of the four of them. Forlom and Zuckuss are cool, but they look like they were a little bit half-assed in comparison. So it's an okay cover. It's certainly not a 1 in 50 to me. It's not up to that level, but I like, it's like I like, don't love this cover.
Okay.
If I got it handed to me, I'd probably take it home, but I certainly won't go out of my way to buy it.
Got it. What about you, Jeff?
Agree for the most part, but I think putting Dengar in the front, because he would have the least amount of details you would have to, create compared to Zuckuss or Forlom or Bosk. Like, I think that's why that decision was made. It feels like it.
Maybe
just to half-ass the rest of it because it's all in the background. Yeah, it's okay. It's I don't think it's a 1 in 50. I wouldn't pay $50 for it. So, I mean, if you're lucky, maybe it'll be half. Just depends on the book.
Even still, would you pay $25 for
it?
I probably
no.
wouldn't.
I think it's a B cover. I honestly do.
I'm going to hate myself for saying this, but the peach is probably the best cover on this book.
What?
Okay, now I have to just buy it just for that fact alone. I don't even have to look at the book.
All right,
it hurt me to say that out loud on the air.
All right, really quickly,
so
guys.
Good to hear.
Sam wants to know: did any of you guys fold and get that Arthur Adams Mall last week?
No, God, no.
I was so sick, Sam. I didn't even have a list last week. I totally forgot. I was so out of it.
Oh, look! Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, I like that Afro Peach.
Oh yes, thank you. That's
very nice. Very nice.
I own like 2 peaches. This is like the third one. Yeah.
Slowly bringing him over.
Nice one, Hyper.
And yeah, Wookie, you're right about the darkening the Frisson cover, although that was done to hide lingerie. They thought it was a little too risque.
Oh, okay.
All right. How about this one? Color bleed from David Nakayama for Punchline the Gotham Game #2. And this one is a 1 in 50. All right. I'm just letting you guys know I dig this cover. I love it. I'm a huge Punchline fan. And I am a sucker for the color bleeds that Nakayama puts out. So I am definitely going to get this one. Hoping it's not going to be a 1 in 50 price. It would be significantly less. But I love this cover. I think it's fantastic. All right, guys. Jeff, what are your thoughts on this one?
I love David's work. It's just it's a little bit different than his normal females, which I like. Most of them are like in midair or something, and I just don't know if I'm digging all of it.
I like it.
There's something about the face is it the makeup or something that's throwing me off?
It might be the ears because they look weird. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, something looks weird on her face where it's just she looks like a Chinese doll. Like a plastic, like not even plastic, like porcelain.
I could see that.
So I mean that's it, but I'm not upset at the rest of it. Everything's proportioned. It's okay. Do I like these color bleeds anymore? I don't know. There's so many of them. There's so many of them that I don't know if I can go for a 1 in 50 for this. I think a store exclusive would be cheaper.
Mm-hmm. You're probably
That's
right.
why. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Mike?
I don't really like this cover for a multitude of reasons.
Let's hear it.
First, I think the head's too small and she's too elongated is a problem. I agree wholeheartedly with Trish that I don't want those black separation lines between her legs and arms and stuff and the color. I want that to be gone. If it's going to be a color bleed, it needs to be straight up, do it or don't do it. I, like Jeff, am also kind of over the whole negative space / color bleed thing anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's run the gamut now. It's time to move on to something different or to use it in a different way. Much like Gist did a few weeks back on one of the Star Wars covers. I thought he did a great job with. So while I don't hate the overall cover, it certainly isn't worth $50 to me. Sorry, Alonzo, if you paid that for it.
I don't think
I haven't. I'm looking for it cheaper.
And I love Nakayama's work. I have a ton of it. But no, there's too many things wrong with this particular one for me to want to jump on it. Plus, again, and I know I do this a lot, but truth is truth. I like the Souza Maika B cover, and I like the C cover, and I like the Derek Chu B cover better than this one.
All right, there you go, guys.
So,
and all cover price. Well, for the cardstock,
$7.99 or whatever they are. Yeah.
All right, here we go. The next one, and too bad Big Rob is not joining us today. This is G.I. Joe number 300. This is a huge milestone, a 1 in 50. And this one's by Jamie Sullivan. So you got every Joe known to man here in this particular issue or in this particular cover. I know, it's pretty nuts. Just so you guys know, the A cover is actually this cover, except on the bottom, it has a G.I. Joe trade dress on it. So again, if you don't want to get the 1 in 50, you can always get the cover A and pay cover price and get all of these Joes. So what do you think, Murillo? Mike, what's up?
I appreciate what he tried to accomplish here, but it's terrible. It's just terrible. Go for the where's Waldo exactly? Yeah, it's Sergeant Slaughter right there in the middle.
Where's Scarlet?
Which is the one that I can't keep my eyes away from, Sergeant Slaughter, because he's the biggest one probably. It's just really not good. This is something that I would have doodled on my book cover when I was 12. Also, there's a Royal 1 in 10 again, which I think has Duke on the cover. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was Duke. I forget. I saw it really quickly. And it's way better. It's way better. It's way cooler. And just if you do like this idea, just buy the A cover for $4 and be done with it. $50 for this is crazy town. Pay the $10 for the Royal, buy the A cover, put them in your box, forget about them, pretend you don't own them. I don't know.
Right,
this is really bad. It's really not good at all.
For nostalgia reasons, it's cool to have every character on there. The bad thing is when you have like 300 characters, all the details are going to get lost. Everything is just mush. And what makes it even worse for me is at the bottom, it looks like they're completely drawn different from the rest of it. Duke, Snake Eyes. I can't remember the guy on the right. Is that Flint?
Hawk?
No. Is it Hawk? Yeah, probably. I talked about this before. They look like color form that you stuck on there. And they look that separated. They look different. They have a different shading on them, a different highlight on them. So it just doesn't look right. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's what I would probably put it at. Or as a trapper folder, right?
Yep, right there.
Yeah, this is not what I would want out of it. And if it's the A cover, forget it. They're only doing it because it's the last issue.
Yep.
How in the world did they not? If they're gonna do this and do all the characters, why did they not do it like the back of a backing board? Now, obviously, this is
Ooh.
just do a bunch of these.
Right.
Just do a ton of those.
Right?
This art was all great to begin with. I mean, you all remember the
Oh,
art
yeah.
on these cards, right?
Oh, yes.
I mean,
Zorana?
why in the world?
That is
Yeah,
Zorana.
Yeah. That's the way you do it, man. You want to hit people right in the nostalgia gut. That's the way you do it, man.
I'm actually surprised they've never done
For
that.
sure.
I don't think they've ever.
Well, they need to, and then
Yeah.
make the back cover
Oh,
the front of something. Put this. I don't know, not her per se, but Duke or Lady J or Scarlet. We'd all go crazy for a Scarlet one. Baroness. Do that on the back cover.
Yes.
that's
And then do
crazy.
this on the front with all the characters. That's what they should have done. That's a huge miss. Somebody do a second print store exclusive like that.
There you go. There you go. It's an immediate sellout.
Bird City, you watching?
There you go.
This guy.
All right. I believe that is all we have for the incentives for this week. Woo.
Okay.
All right, guys. Now we are going to move on to store exclusives. And I know I sent out the deck a little bit earlier today, but I did add 2 new ones at the end because they were just not released, but at least they kind of spread the word about it. So let's start off with this one right here. It is from 616 Frankie's and Golden Apple. It's a Nathan Zerti for Catwoman, and you get the trade dress. You get a virgin, and you also get the foil, and the set will set you back $70 for the 3. All right, guys. What are your thoughts? Mike?
I kind of like the middle one. And that's kind of pushing it. These are all starting to look the same to me now. The whole tattooed arm Nathan Zerti thing for 616. I get that that's like a collect them all kind of thing. That's what they're trying to aim for here. And he's definitely created his own style, which I don't hate. But jamming the 3 characters on the cover like this, not a whole lot of thought that went into the way that was done on the A and C cover. The B cover is kind of sexy. I get it. It's okay, but it's certainly not worth paying $70 for the set to get that one. I think if these were like the last ones, which were the Power Girl ones, seems like you could buy them separately, or maybe one of them separately from the others. I don't know.
I believe you
They
can.
have like all kinds of options, like buy 1, buy 2, buy all 3, which is cool. So I like that. That's cool on them to do it that way. But I'm not a big fan of this set. There's not a whole lot of originality going on here. It's just okay.
All right, Jeff.
I like his artwork. I like his work. Okay, I like the way he draws Harley. I am not mad necessarily, but you're right. It does feel like that A cover feels like it's force. It feels Deadpoolish like. I really dig the B cover though. It's a little different. It does go with the tattoo series, so and it's pretty hot. I'm not gonna lie. It's not crazy like boobs and TNA are showing. It's pretty sexy. So for that, I would pass. I thought it was an okay price, but then you start looking at you get 2 covers that are the same basically. And I don't really like that cover as much as the other one, so I wish it was the other way around, honestly.
Okay, so I actually like the A cover.
Really?
Like, I like how crazy like Harley Quinn's eyes or her face just kind of look. And you get the sexiness of Poison Ivy, and the WTF or I don't give a F from Catwoman. I mean, I think it's a great cover. I actually like the A over the B. Just because of Harley, because again, Harley just looks crazy on this. I think it's great. I think it's very fun. It's very and it's very sexy, and I kind of like that. I'm not big. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like I said, there's nothing wrong with this artwork. It's just, I guess,
Yeah, I mean, it's your preference.
yeah,
It's
just
your
the preference. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Although Ivy does look like Jessica Rabbit.
We have Something is Killing the Children, number 27 from Frankie's 616 Golden Apple by Marco Mastrazzo. And it's an LE of 600, and it'll set you back $40.
Wow.
Yep. All right, Jeff, come on, lay it on us.
I love this painting. This is pretty cool art. I really like the way he depicted the No, that was Catwoman. No, I like how he depicted the shadow monster. Is that what is it?
Mm-hmm.
What are they?
Yeah.
They have a name. I can never remember.
Yeah,
the
I
damn
can't
name.
remember the freaking name. So
Shadow Monster will work.
okay. And I actually like this. It actually feels like a painting that should be on the wall. But
Obscuriate? No, not Obscuriate. What the fuck do they call it?
Obscuria or
Obscuritype? Obscuritype.
Okay.
Is that right? Damn it.
I don't even know how to say it right. So but yeah, I actually like this one. This is not the same as every other Something is Killing the Children incentive or store exclusive to me. I like the details in the monster. I dig the painting in the background. It works for me. I'm all for, but would I pay $40 at a LE 600? I would have to know what the guts have as well.
Okay.
But it's great art. I'm not gonna lie.
Mike, do you agree?
Oh my God, I love this cover. I think this is fantastic work. I love Mastrazzo's work. I'm really happy to see him on a series that's got this much going for it because he deserves to be on something big like this. I too, like Wookie, I'm over the multitude of store exclusives for this book and incentives and A, B, C, D covers and 4 Frissons and a partridge in a freaking pear tree.
A 1 in 50, a 1 in 100, a 1 in 200, a foil.
Man, I'll tell you when. Yeah, exactly. But when one can stand out as still being this freaking good out of the lot. I mean, take this one and then take the Malieve from last week, and wow, I mean, there's some. People are really stepping up to the plate on this now, and this is just. Look, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the art away from the book. Pretend this isn't a Something is Killing the Children cover. And it's honestly one of the best pieces of art we've seen in a really long time. It beats Perillo. It beats Cohen. It beats Frisson. It beats Selena. I mean, it's freaking great stuff. And it's $40 is way too high. I won't be buying one. But I'll I'll save this on my eBay for the day someone wants to dump one because I might want this in my boxes eventually.
There you go.
I agree with that. That's a good plan. Shoot, I'm gonna do the same thing.
And I dig the cover. I'm with you guys. All right, what about this one by Rose Besh for Gargoyles #1? You can find it at Frankie's Comics. LE of $2.99 for $40. And just as a heads up, this already sold out already at Frankie's. So all 299 are gone. But again, I wanted your opinion.
Wait, Gargoyles is published by who?
I think this is going under
Dynamite. Isn't it?
Dynamite? Okay. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't Marvel.
Oh, it's not Marvel.
Okay. I guess I'll start. I kind of dig it. It kind of gives me that whole Jim and the Holograms kind of vibe too.
It does.
It might be the color palette, and the hair. But it's actually not a typical Rose Besh cover. Like the drawing, it's not typical to me. It's a little bit different, and I'm kind of digging that. It's still in her color palette, but she didn't go crazy with it, right? So I'm kind of digging that simpleness to it, and now I can see all the line work and I kind of dig it. Yeah, I like it, but I don't like it. This whole Gargoyles thing, I don't know if it's necessarily my generation, or at least my cup of tea. I know a lot of people dig it though.
And just really quickly, FYI, just so you guys know,
Yep.
yes, thank you, Hyper, for bringing this up. So Gargoyles and Darkwing Duck are being relaunched from Dynamite, and also to just so you guys know, Trish will be doing a number of covers for them as well. So she has a Gargoyles cover as well as a Darkwing Duck cover. So make sure you guys are on the lookout for that.
And there's a billion covers for these, so you gotta choose the one that you like.
Yep. All right, Mr. Murillo, what are your thoughts on this one?
My problem isn't the art itself. The problem is this doesn't say Gargoyles to me. I would never know what this was.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I just didn't watch it close enough when it was on television, but this doesn't say Gargoyles at all to me. This is noise to me. I don't love Besh's work anyway. We all know that. Granted, I have 2 of her covers. I've got the shoe cover, the silk one, which is
Boba, baby.
And so I get the aesthetic and I like it when it hits, but this doesn't hit for me. I don't know. The line work's cool. It doesn't say anything about the title for me. I don't care about the LE. $40 is too much. This needed to blow me away. A cover needs to blow me away at $40. If I'm not going to buy that Mastrazo for 40, I'm certainly not buying this for 40. That's for sure. Not especially when there's going to be great covers for this book anyway. Tris Forstner.
I do agree with one thing for sure. I don't like the whole everything's its damn same color, background and on the character. That is kind of weird.
I dig it. I bought it. I'm happy. All right, let's move on.
Wait, you gotta talk more than that. Well, I guess you bought it, so I guess that's all you have to say.
There you go. And then with some more Gargoyles, we have these by Ivan Towle. You can get them at Bird City Comics or Double Dog Comics. And as far as like the set and how much it costs, I don't know how much they cost. So let's just kind of just judge it for what the art is, and I'll look up the price right now, see if I can find anything. Mike, what are your thoughts on this iteration of these Gargoyle covers?
Okay, so this is better. Obviously, the character that's supposed to be on the Besh cover is the one that's the girl character over here on the right-hand side. I don't know that character. That's not what comes to mind when I think Gargoyles. It's this other character that does. I don't know their names anymore. I probably used to know them, but I don't anymore. I love the one on the left. I really love the one on the left. I don't hate the one on the right, but it doesn't do anything for me. It's just sort of meh. But the one on the left is dope.
The set is $30.
Okay. That's a great price.
$30. There you go.
That's actually a really good price.
Yeah. It is. It is a really good price. Like I said, I really love the left one, like a lot. That screams Gargoyles to me. That's exactly what I want a modernized version of this book to look like. And I like Tau's work, especially when he's on. The right-hand side cover, like I said, I don't hate it, but it doesn't do nearly for me what the left-hand side one does. Really cool.
All right. What about you, Jeff?
I definitely agree in the sense that I picked the one on the left first. Maybe it's just because there's just too much of the pink going on, and I get it. It's just the lighting. It's not necessarily for me. I'm digging the one on the left just because it feels like it's almost an homage to the Batman cover.
Oh, the Hush one?
Yeah, I feel like that. To me it is. But it's not exactly there, but it's almost there. And that's what it's giving me, that vibe, and I kind of dig like the harder shades on him itself, just because it makes it feel like he's a little more rocky. He's got that stone within him. Yeah, so it's like I kind of dig that detail, that shading more, because it really mutes that side of what the gargoyles are on the other cover. That's just my only opinion on that. But I do like the gargoyles too. They're not bad. I wish it had more detail, but obviously the focus is him because he is the gargoyle.
He is. All right. Moving on to the next one. We have Venom, and it is from Boss Logic. for $50. And you can also actually get this at KRS, Eastside Comics, and a whole plethora of other online store exclusives. So again, this goes with the other Boss Logic comic that they did. So it's, I guess they're twins or something like that, or sisters. I don't know how that's going to work, but yeah. So Jeff, what are your thoughts? You're looking really hard at it.
I love Venom, and I like Boss Logic. There's something about this that I like and I really don't like.
Oh, sticks.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know necessarily if I get Venoms just straight from this by looking at this.
Right.
It kind of looks like a bug. It kind of looks, like it's a vampire. I don't really could tell exactly by just looking at it, and I don't necessarily know if I like the muted colors on him itself, but I mean, I like the details of everything. Maybe I'm wishing he had green Venom coming drool, but other than because this is why the art itself is not bad. Just what it's depicting, I'm not getting my complete Venom vibe. I wouldn't get that immediately. Okay. And for $50 for the whole set, that's kind of pricey for me. And the trade dress, no trade dress, it's not doing much of a difference for me either.
Okay, I can see that. What about you, Mike?
Remember when we all saw the first renderings of the CGI for the Venom movie and we're all like, what the fuck is that?
Yes.
Well, that's the same vibe I'm getting from this. This just looks like shit CGI to me. It doesn't read as Venom. The eyes are in the wrong place. They're not big enough. I'm also kind of sick of people trying to out-creep each other out on Venom covers. Like, who can do the creepier Venom? Just draw the damn character. And he's creepy enough as he is if you do him right. So just do him right. I don't know. It's too digital looking. I actually wholeheartedly hate this cover. There's nothing I like about it. It's not worth $5 to me, let alone $50. And there's the tentacles, I guess, are, I don't know what in the hell.
His tongue.
I'm so confused what's on the bottom right.
It looks like tentacles. It doesn't look like his tongue. I know it's supposed to be his tongue, but it doesn't work. It's just, I don't know. There's all kinds of things wrong with it. It just doesn't. The biggest problem I have is that it just feels way too much like that bad CGI that we all saw, and then it doesn't read as Venom. It reads like, somebody said it already. It reads more like an Alien cover than Venom. And I get that the designs are not all that much different, so it's easy to cross the streams a little bit, but. Yeah, no, it doesn't do it for me, especially not at the LE that we know this has, 3,000, 1,000. Definitely not going to be worth a dime. So, it does nothing for me.
Okay. What about this one? So this one, just so you guys know, this is a store exclusive on M&M's shop. This is for the Amazing Spider-Man #1 variant that is going to be on sale tomorrow.
ShopMNM.com.
There you go, shopmnm.com. So again, this was just announced today from both M&M and Marvel. So it's a tribute to 8 Mile, in case you guys don't know. So there you go, Mike.
That's terrible. This cover's terrible. It's really bad. This bad. It's just bad. Eminem's way too short. He looks super dumpy. I know he's supposed to have like baggy sweatpants on. I get it. Like, I remember the scene, but it's just not well done at all. Like, I think he's probably trying to go off of that whole same vibe that people love, the Disney character and Spidey covers from D23. It doesn't have the right feel though. It just doesn't hit. He's gonna have trouble selling. Well, you know what? He probably won't, because he's Eminem. So his fans
will sell out.
His fans will buy him, but Spidey fans don't care. That's for sure.
No, you're gonna get all the comic book nerds like ourselves.
All the hip hop covers, all the hip hop cover lovers is definitely gonna buy this for sure.
Yep.
Just because it's Eminem on the cover.
What a shame, because we shouldn't be supporting this, but it will sell out, unfortunately.
And unfortunately, I think I'm going to get a copy just because of the history of it. It's just a historic moment for this to happen, but it's not a great. You're not wrong. It's not a great cover.
No, it's really not. What's it going to cost? Does anyone know?
No, okay. So the thing is, it's not on their website yet. I mean, I've been to shopmm.com. It's nowhere there. I looked at collectibles. I looked throughout everything. Nada. So I don't know what they're gonna do. It's maybe it'll appear tomorrow morning, and everybody's just gonna jump at it. I have no idea. So just be on the lookout for it. I mean, that's all I can say. And just really quick, K-pop. Yes, this is Daredevil sitting on a tree.
No.
Yeah, don't know the price. Don't know the price, Sarah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't I wish they took a different angle.
Yeah.
Right? Like seeing half M, I can't tell that's M.
Me either. The face doesn't read that's him.
Right? I see more Spider-Man. I know what Spider-Man looks like. I mean, he's on every cover.
Of course.
So I think the artist's choice, and maybe this comes down to Eminem also approving it as well. I just think that they should have done a little bit more of a focus on M, even though it's on a Spider-Man book. It's just the fact that it's supposed to be a special release, right? It's supposed to be this collaboration. So why don't you show them fully on? And if I was Eminem, I'd kind of be disappointed in this. Maybe it's a dream because maybe he's a Spider-Man fan. So yeah, I'm God, if it's $50, I'm gonna die. I'm hoping it's 20.
No way.
Yeah, my guess it's
30.
Yeah, you're probably looking at
it's 30 or 35.
I would think so, yeah.
It's something that could be 20.
It's unfortunate, but it'll sell out. People are gonna want it.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things, even if it's not a greatest cover.
Agreed. I'm right there with you, but I will also try to get this cover.
Okay.
But I am right there with you.
So this is where the market and our dumb sensibilities and our cover lover issues and fandom all gets crumpled together, and we have arguments with each other.
or all your morals and
that too
ideals all fall away, and you're just like, oh, fuck it.
You got to have exception one time, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm sure we all have books that we're like,
Sticks, are you saying that this is coming out on the 23rd? I thought it was coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, I saw it on his post
on his
that
IG.
It was tomorrow.
Yeah. Can you double check, Sticks, to let us know just for sure? Because again, on the announcement, it looked like it was tomorrow, which is again Tuesday.
Yeah, I saw the post like 2 hours after he posted it.
Yeah.
Sticks, there is a book coming out on Wednesday that you and I can talk about off the air, because I'm hoping that Alonzo didn't put it in the stream because I don't want people to know about it.
Oh, it's on the stream. Oh, it is on the stream. I'm going to show it right now. Here we go.
No, you're gonna blow up his spot.
No, don't.
Damn, here it is.
Fuck you.
Oh, the SOB.
Oh, damn it.
So this is Adam Hughes. It is for Pop Kills #1. This is going to be the second print.
No,
it's going to be LE1000, and I know that Adam killed it with the Pop Kills, and I think this was issue #3 variant that you can only get in Kickstarter. Mm-hmm. You get it at Paper Films, and just FYI, I have the original.
So do I.
9.8.
So do I.
Thank you. Yes.
Both suck.
And this one's going to be the uncensored version, so you get the top. Based on what Jimmy Palmiotti had mentioned, this will be pricey.
Like what price?
Again, we don't know what price he is for him, right?
$80 to $100.
I bet you that'll be $100. Yep.
So there you go. But it does come with a lot of the covers. They had mentioned that it comes with a lot of the covers that's inside. But again, all uncensored.
That's not the back.
Second print, Pop Kills #1.
That's
Mike.
not the back Wookiee. That's a different cover. That's the Amanda Connor cover.
That is the
No,
Amanda
no.
Connor cover, and it is
No,
the
it's
one
the
in
back
the back.
cover. It's
Yep,
the
it's the
back
back
of the
cover.
cover.
Oh,
Yep.
it is.
Yeah,
It is the back.
it's
No,
the
it
back
sure
of the
does.
cover.
It does, sure
Yeah.
does say that. I am so sorry. You're
It
absolutely
is the
right.
back cover.
That's
I
a double bonus.
I apologize.
And just
Oh,
it goes on sale on Wednesday, 9 a.m. Eastern. So all you West Coasters, set that
6.
alarm.
God damn it. That's 6 p.m. 6 a.m.
Yep.
I
I'm
guess
going to be on it. I'm getting this. I already have the original. I want this one.
So do I. So do I.
Sir, if you're able to get more than one.
You got it. You got it, Jeff.
See,
I'm going to try to, but I'll
gonna
be,
try.
obviously be
get
online
as many
with
as you can, Alonzo, and I'll pay you for it. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna try as well.
All right.
It's gonna sell out in a literal instant.
Yep.
It's gone so fast. I never get these. I always miss them by seconds. Fuck.
I'll be
Yeah.
on Wednesday. Yep. Paper films.
Don't mess around. Have all your information in front of you. Don't mess around. Don't think about typing. Just type it.
That's right. Even if there's a discount, don't apply the discount. Just
No,
get the
screw
damn
it.
book.
No,
It's
no,
not
no.
worth the discount. It ain't worth looking at other books.
It's gonna be too expensive for the discount to matter anyway. So just buy the damn thing.
There you go. So yes, are we in agreement that this cover kicks ass and that we're all going to try to get
This
it?
is the cover I kept telling them I really wanted. And this
I was
happened
really
before my
hoping that
time.
you didn't add this today. I was really, really hoping that you didn't add this. But hey, full transparency here on Team Nerd Herd. I guess we gotta tell them
You gotta
about it.
share.
It was just announced. I can't help it.
SOB, dude. I told
I
them
can't
too
help
when
it.
we interviewed them. I was like, "Oh, this is my favorite cover of yours."
Yep. Great cover. Like I own the whole series for Pop Kills. It's a great story.
I even have the Sienkiewicz, by the way.
Oh,
which I
do
love.
you?
Oh,
This
it's
is
a great
before
cover.
I did not get that one.
This is before I got back into it. That's why. Literally, right before.
Oh, there you go. That's right, Hyper.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take a bathroom break. It won't be a long bathroom break because this thing's gonna sell out in a minute. So
Yeah, you'll know immediately if you got one or not.
Mike is like, hurry, next slide. Okay. We're gonna get this thing. Everybody's gonna get it. Good luck to everybody who's trying. Just FYI. All right, and that does it. That does it for our store exclusives. Thank you guys for hanging out and bearing with us through this whole montage of covers. So, Mike, let us know where we can find you.
Yes, absolutely. CBSI, that's comicbookinvest.com. Every Tuesday, Cover Fire drops pretty much concurrent with the rewind of this jobby. Well, actually, the rewind's right after this. But go check this out. It's my non-incentive, non-store exclusive cover article, basically A and B covers, cover price stuff that I think is pretty for the week. There's some really good covers again this week. It's a little bit of a lighter week than normal, but still the ones that are on them, I already kind of spoiled the winner if you've been watching all night, but still a really good week. Cover Tunes is not this week. It'll be the following. I'm working on it already. It's a little bit of a strange one for me, so I'm not going to spoil that one, but hopefully you guys liked the Annihilation Delato one from last week.
We did.
And so next week will be something a little different, something I've never covered before that I had forgotten about until someone mentioned it recently. I want to go back.
You want to give us a little hint?
Take a look. Homages done right.
Oh,
Okay.
I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
And I hope you have the side-by-sides.
I always do the side-by-sides.
That's going to be a good article because
That's gonna be
people
great.
need to see and hear something about that. Or with all the crappy homages that just come out left and right every month.
Yep, agreed.
All right. Looking forward to it as always. I mean,
Thank
I love your stuff, Mike.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate that. And make sure you hit up CBSI every Tuesday and Wednesday to get yourself prepared for your comic book warrior hunt on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. There are all kinds of articles for free that you can go grab all that info and be happy and healthy.
Yep. Oh, there we go. Homage is done right. Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
So I hardly ever do hyper modern stuff. But you're right.
Yes.
We could just do Stray Dogs covers and be totally done with
That
it.
wouldn't be fair. That would be the whole article, though.
Because those are all perfect. I don't know that there's a bad one. Is there a bad one? I don't think there's a bad one. They're all amazing.
I love
But,
the Crow one. I love
the Crow one
was it Summer Days? Was Midsummer. That
They're
one was good.
they're so good. The Midsummer one, yeah, because that you didn't see that one coming, right? You're like,
No.
they're never gonna choose that, right? They can't
was
possibly
good.
choose that. That's a really good one. I love the Dracula one too. It's a great one.
All right. And then for upcoming shows for us, as you guys know, our Mondo Mail Call has moved from Thursdays at 7 p.m. to now Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern. And this is where we get together. We geek out on all of the mail calls that we have, as well as all the pop culture stuff that happened for like the entire week. So definitely come by, take a look at the show. It's a great show. We again have lots to talk about as always, and I mean you get to see Steve, Jeff, Big
And finally,
Rob,
Alonzo.
and Ivy may make an appearance. I mean, my son doesn't have school on Thursday.
Nope,
So
no one does. No work.
That's right. So I may have some time. From homework. So this should be a good time.
3
Definitely a
months
good
worth
show.
of stuff.
Oh God, please stop. And then what do we got going on Saturday?
Well, I actually don't know if we're gonna have a show on this Saturday.
Okay.
But when we do have a show on Saturday, it will be the Saturday morning toy box, and it will usually be at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time, and with Big Rob, myself, Steve, and also Charlie will be on the show most likely, and we'll talk about all the new upcoming toy releases and what you need to do to get pre-orders, how much they're going to cost, and what we think about them. So tune in. Let us know what you want to see.
That's right.
And what you're going to buy.
Oh, that's for sure. It just become enablers, everybody. Just become enablers.
I got my hands on a toy I wasn't supposed to get my hands on today. Target let me buy it.
What'd you get?
I got the Ahsoka 6-inch credit series carded thing that's supposed to only be an online thing that stores are getting anyway, but they're embargoed until Saturday
release date. Like yeah, they have a.
But the manager let me buy it today for $25.
It's street dated, and the manager said okay.
Mm-hmm.
You lucky. You're real nice. See that it pays off to be real nice to your Target employees and all those Walmart employees.
Oh yeah,
nice. Yep. I didn't demand anything. I was just like, oh man, that's too bad. I'd love to get it tonight. He's like, you know what? Just go up to the front. He goes, just go up to the front. Tell him that whatever his name was, I can't remember now. To put this number in that number, and then just price override it for the price you're seeing online, and then it's yours.
There you go.
Now he only let me buy one. They had the case there, and he would only let me buy the one. But
that's okay. All you need is one.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to buy one for my brother, but
that's okay.
He'll have to
just change your shirt in the parking lot and then go right back in.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
There you go. Put on some sunglasses.
My twin brother just told me he got one of those. Can I get one?
Exactly.
Exactly.
All right. And for announcements, as always, Bird City and Team Nerd Herd have partnered up. So make sure to write in or type in TNH10 as a discount code so you can save 10%. And this is 10% off your entire order. Doesn't have to be your first purchase. Doesn't even have to be your 100th purchase. Just use it. Save yourself some money. TNH10 at Bird City Comics. And then second, we also have Display Geek, where you can save 10% on your very first order by using Team Nerd Herd as your discount code. And you can get a display case like Mr. Geek Driven has on the back side of his wall. So those display cases are made perfectly for Funko Pops. They're great looking, very sturdy. Definitely use that Team Nerd Herd discount code to save yourself some cash. Look at that. Woo! Beautiful, sir.
Those are pretty.
All right. So that does it for our announcements, shows, and pretty much everything else. Do you guys have anything else to say before we leave?
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
There you go, guys. Have a very happy Thanksgiving. Be safe if you guys are going out there, and just enjoy yourselves. Get to spend time with family and friends, and have a great time. And be thankful for the things that I guess you guys have.
And watch Human Animal Planet on Black Friday. Just watch everyone just devour each other for.
Oh my God! I know we go from being thankful for everything to
Watch
like
out
not
for the
giving a rat's
stampede.
ass
Yeah,
on
exactly.
Friday. Just do your shopping online. Just do
That's
your
right.
shopping online.
There you go.
It's
That's the
safer.
safe way. Be safe.
The wild suburbanites.
That's
Exactly.
right.
Thanks everybody for hanging with us tonight.
That's right. Again, everyone have a happy Thanksgiving. Jeff, can you send us out?
Yeah, man. If you guys want to do it right, cover horse for life.
Thank you.